Welcome to another episode of the Roast Podcast. My name is Sam Davis, aka Sam's Movies, joined by Adam Cook, aka Six Factions. Thank you for joining me, Adam.
Yeah, that's all you're going to get out of me.
Man, a few words.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. First up, we're going to be basically talking about a good start to the podcast. It is unoriginality is our first topic today. We have some other topics that are interesting, such as the recent PETA things. It will be a brief thing to run over because it's just too frustrating. And the unoriginality section, though, get ready for this one, guys, because we're about to see something epic. And I'll let Adam give the backstory into this one. Take it away, Adam. Take it away, Aaron.
Right, so, hi. So I've sort of been milling about on Discord, just doing my own thing, really, sort of hovering about on a few servers, whatnot. Out of the blue, about 2 days ago from the time of recording, not from the time you're listening, because you might be listening whenever, and 2 days ago you're subject. 2 days ago from the time of recording, these blokes just sort of materialized in my DMs. They just sort of popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on. And they were like, do you want to help us with creating like this manga or like a comic or something? And it's like, so just for shits and gigs, I'm sort of like, show me the project, I'll see how it goes. And so they show me these things. All of the look, some of the stuff that they had was awful by
Dismal.
yeah.
Just you gotta
It's
roll
like
into the
it's
DMs.
just really no. You gotta give them a bit of context. Like you gotta know all this stuff.
I don't know more about stuff than you.
But it's like all of the stuff that was there was it was terrible. Like there was two different guys, but they were working together. They were like sort of partners, but they both had their own projects. So I got to see that both of the projects. One of them was like this weird story about. The guy was like, "Oh, it'll make you think. It'll be like social commentary, like David Cage, emotions. I know Ellen Page, all that shit." And it's like, I'm like, my guy, what the hell are you talking about? You're talking absolute shit. And he's like, no. So he's like, well, his thing was basically like mutants are a part of our society and they exist and there's a social divide between them. And I'm like, mate, that's been the idea behind like 40,000 different stories at this point, right? And his artwork was either non-existent or the kind of scribblings that you'd see on the back of like a napkin, right? Then this other story was the devil exists, except he lives in human society and everyone hates him, but this girl wants to, redeem him, except his best mate, who's Lucifer, who's different from the devil, wants him to be evil. So it's like basically Mao Sama the anime again, except terrible. And the artwork was also chicken scratchings on the back of a fucking board. I don't know. They were just really, really not good whatsoever. And then I get to sorry, because we've got the I took a whole load of screenshots of them just to send to Sam here for shits and gigs.
And I just put up the dog.
I've got one where it looks like it's a dog and he's biting someone, but it looks so stupid because of the angle. It's just really funny. Oh well. But then I come to, because like I'm a student and money's tight because I don't have a job because I'm a freeloader and I'm shit.
Wow.
Nah, yeah. No, because like I asked, all right, let's get down to brass tacks. How much am I going to get paid? Because I'm not going to work for exposure. and I'm not going to work on a promise either. And he's like, well, we've got records of what he's like, so let's take a look at what this is like.
So I'm gonna be basically how we're gonna do this is we're gonna slide into these DMs. I'm only gonna do the ones you sent me because now it's hard to find any of the others because you gotta go way back. So basically, I'm gonna be the guy. There's actually two different guys. There's this dude, and then there's the dude's friend. Is it?
The dude's friend. He was like, as soon as I said, "How much are you gonna pay me?" and he's like, "Well, I can't really pay you straight away. I can only pay you when." The gist of it is that they couldn't pay me right now. They could only pay me when the thing got off the ground, and they were never gonna get off the ground. They were building planes without wings or engines or wheels or anything else. They were just. It was like they wanted to make planes, but the best they could come up with was a crude Lego set that wasn't even like an actual set. It's just like a big box of Lego bits that they stuck together to look like a plane. That's all that they could come up with. But anyways, so his mate was basically, as soon as I said, "How much are you going to pay me?" he sort of was just like, "Yeah, this kid's not going to fall for it." But his other mate definitely put in the hard yards to try and keep me around, and this is his tale.
This is the first dude. So Adam, you can be you and start yourself off.
So me off. I'm like we've got rent to pay, and we've got rent to pay, and if I've put a lot of effort into this only for it to go south and not make money, then it could be game over.
I only get paid based upon the art and the story, but listen, I swear to God, you will get paid. I'm not an antagonist asshole, I swear.
I know, like, I'm not saying anything bad about you here. It's just, if I take a gamble and prioritize your project over another one, and yours doesn't end up going anywhere for whatever reason, that could be it.
I'm not the only writing. It's literally 5 different writers with me, and you're not the only one that felt the way the person that did my characters felt the same. I promise you, we will make it big. This guy's grammar is awful, so I'm trying my best. I will work a lot of people and a lot of mangas. I really want to be a part of this one.
And then it goes on, and I'm like, so I send him a link to my portfolio online, and I'm like, this is my online folio. Surely you can look at this and say, he's worth giving some money to in order to secure some work.
So basically, sorry, let me just, before we continue, basically both agreed. Adam texts me, he's like, so what should I do here? And I basically said to Adam, make sure if it's your best work that he's wanting and it's actually hard work, because animation is fucking difficult, ask for money, because I've done things for people and I haven't asked for money in the past, and it's been a really bad idea because you do all this work for someone, you put this work in, and basically, yeah, they
just run off with it.
Yeah, pretty much, and you don't get anything for it, and it's like, wow, I just put all that effort in and all those hours in, and I got nothing for it, and he just ran off with all the work that I did. So yeah, but anyway, so that's why we've kind of just decided to ask for money here, because what else can this guy do, really?
Yeah.
What else can we ask for?
There's not really anything he can give me.
It's hard work, exactly. So I'm back to me being the dude. I promise you, I will, once it's up and running, Saturday, and we'll pay you a large sum.
Oh yeah? This is me back in my persona again. Is there anyone I can chat to at Saturday AM in order to validate that?
I will have someone to do that Monday, because that's when we do our interviews. I understand what you're going through. I'm living with my friends, carrying my journals in a backpack, and I'm 17. My birthday tomorrow, being accepted at Saturday, and blessed me, I get paid a decent pay. I remember when I only ate oatmeal. ate oatmeal. He didn't write that. I'm skinny as fuck because of it, and I was a big boy. I started I started writing because I was depressed. Then I realized I had a talent, so now jam using it to have faith in me, my friend. I'm a man of my world. Bloody hell. Sorry.
That was a trip.
Not laughing at the part where he said he's depressed, obviously.
Just laugh. It's
but
terrible
the worst grammar I've ever seen in my life. You can tell this guy's probably not going to school, which is probably not something to laugh at, but yes.
And then I respond with, I think there was a little bit in between that, but I basically say, I'm sorry, dude, but I will not work on such shaky terms. I've had guys run off with my work before, and it absolutely sucks. You can promise me the moon, but if I have to build you the rocket for free, why should I give it to you?
I see. I understand.
I hate to be like this, but if you want me to draw for you in time for the deadline, you will wire me some money to make sure I do it.
I'm trying to survive with what I have now until the deadline.
So you can't offer me anything more than promises?
My word.
That's just another promise.
I'm going to become big. I swear on my life.
And I was actually kind of excited for your story. Oh well.
Me too.
Maybe once you get some money we can talk. Until then.
Oh, I see.
If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Okay. I have someone drawing it, but I still want you to be a part of it.
So have you decided to pay me? I mean, it's all well and good you wanting me to do it for you, but I'm still not going to work for just a promise.
Oh, this is now going into the next guy. The second dude that's his friend comes along.
No, this is the same guy. He's just changed his name.
Oh,
like,
you're
compulsively.
kidding.
Yeah, no, he just changed it.
That's embarrassing. So he's changed his name in his DP. Mangalore Doki
No,
now.
You shouldn't give him it. You shouldn't give out his name. Bleep that.
Oops.
Whatever. Nah, it's okay. Whatever. No one will find him anyway. He's changed his name so many times.
Oopsie, forgot about that little tidbit. No, I just wanted you to be a part of it. I have an artist. An artist.
An artist? Are you paying them? And what do you want me to even do? I'm not gonna put pencil to paper until I see some money.
When the deadline hits, yeah.
If your artist is the same guy who drew the character images, you're in serious trouble. And if it isn't, good luck getting their best work out of them without paying.
They did the characters.
And then I sent a few DMs showing the character images, and they're passable. Whoever did them has a basic understanding of what they're doing. They are just not refined in any way. Mainly the ones that we're looking at right now, which are of the main female character, and then they've just completely gone off the rails with the sort of villain, with the sort of main character's best mate.
This is what he next says. Lucifer, but name in Mino Valsiki in the human world. Oh boy.
So it's meant, yeah, and then...
yes.
And then I'm like, so this is back in the DMs. He asks, what do you mean? Yes. He says something about yes, or I don't know. And I'm like, what? And I'm sorry, and I say, and you're still not convinced that paying me is a worthwhile investment?
I can't pay right now.
Then why are you trying to recruit random people on the internet to do free work? Maybe make some money first somehow, and then you can afford to pay for people to do their best work.
I only make money through, not spelt correctly, manga, and I have to eat and sleep too, and I need money to do those both. So when I went with someone who can reach my deadline, not just gonna shit on his grammar, by the way, guys. There's probably a lot of reasons why his grammar's not good. I don't want that to be a part of his character.
First language, but it is quite terrible.
But it is not good to read. It's very difficult to read. Just pointing that out, just in case I stuff it up. Anyway, back to you, Adam.
Then I go, you need money to sleep? Are you coin operated? Mate, that artwork will not make you money. It barely suffices for concept art. You will be embarrassing yourself if you submit that as a final product.
I have to give them a storyboard by March 5.
Then by all means, draw up a storyboard yourself.
I can't.
What? What do you mean you can't?
I can't.
You said that. Why can't you? What's stopping you, mate?
Has this moved on to a different part of the messages?
Yeah,
What did he say next?
He said, my arm is injured. My right arm, it hurts. And I'm like...
From masturbation.
No, he didn't give a reason. I was just
rough.
Too stunned.
That
I
was
didn't.
bad
I
of
didn't
me,
send
sorry.
you an image of that because I was too busy typing out in all caps. He says his arm is broken. There's no way. And you were just like, nah, this dude is definitely off the rails. And then so a few minutes later, it's not a comprehensive
He's
thing.
basically just like, your mate is
And
better.
I'm like, so I go back in the DMs with this guy. Your mate is better suited to the storyboard. You need someone with talent for the actual artistry.
Shaking my head, ... So much hate in one world of useless. Remember that.
It's not hate. It's the truth.
That's what I hate.
That isn't good art. It's not particularly bad, but it's not great. You hate the truth?
The truth is we're all gonna die, and I hate that truth.
Where did this sudden bout of nihilism come from?
I'm not your angry Manxka. I suffer from schizophrenia, multiple personalities, mood swings, you name it, I don't care.
And then I say, I don't know what relevance your disorders have to this conversation, but if you're trying to guilt me, it's not really working. I have my own mental health issues too, but they don't define me, and I'm not about to start using them as justificatory shields.
Bang, got him. What's the point? I already have someone working.
Honestly, good luck to you. I'll be sure to pick up a copy of your manga if I stumble across it, but let's be real. I won't stumble across it.
It plays epic rap.
Epic just destruction. I think there was
I broke up with your ex-girl. Here's the number. Psych, that's the wrong number. Anyway, fucking reference.
And then he's more like, you will. And then there's one little bit in here that I missed that says you will from him. And then I go, are you sure? I'm not certain I will. He's like, this is like a few moments. This is like 10 minutes later.
Wow. Yes.
I mean, more power to you, but I don't really frequent the bargain bin, so I doubt I'll find a copy. Maybe if you decide you want to, I don't know, stop wallowing in self-pity, stop attempting to guilt me into working for free, and stop pretending you have a chance with your current artist, then maybe we can talk business. But until then, have a happy life. This is me trying to end the conversation.
Funny.
I thought so.
Wrong conclusion.
What's the right conclusion? And then that's where it ends, because he just finally gave up on trying to, con me.
This dude, can I just say, is a con artist. I'm pretty sure he's a con artist. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just so desperate. But a con artist can really classify for someone who's just trying to get free work. I mean, let's be honest. He's someone who promises a lot but delivers nothing, I'm guessing.
Like he said, I could potentially make like $200 off of the thing. But he's just some rando on the internet that has a subpar story concept, subpar like character art, subpar everything, and like I'm not gonna put my faith into someone so shaky when the work that I could be doing could be earning me a lot more. Like he wanted me to do storyboards, character concepts, like background concepts. I don't even do background concepts because I'm shit, but I mean shit at that, but like I do I've done storyboards and I've done character concepts. Character concepts would be my strongest, and I'm not going to do character concepts, which is my strongest suit, for free. I'm just not going to do it for free because I could be earning money off it. Yeah. But like this kid wanted me to do it for free because he could, as I said, he could promise me the moon, but if I have to build the rocket for him, why would I even want him
exactly
in it? Like
it's so stupid.
I could do everything that he was trying to do on my own better than how he could do it. Like, I'm not tooting my own trumpet or like bagging this guy or just like trying to make big myself up. I quite literally could do everything that he was attempting to do better on my own. So it's like, why promise me the moon when I could build my own rocket and get there without you?
Yeah. I mean, the problem with this guy is he's basically just this desperate dude online who's just like, I want it, He's one of those dudes that's just like, do me this, please. I want it. It should be easy for you. And then it's like, I don't have the money to pay you. Mates, I mean, unless he has a following, you can promote your work.
He was saying something along the lines of, I have a following. I've done big work before. And I'm like, so then why can't you pay me? Yeah. Like if you're in the industry, surely you know how bad it is in people not getting paid, and like, so why aren't you paying me?
He's one of the people that doesn't pay the people that deserve to get paid.
This is why unions are a thing.
It's crazy.
Workers, but like with his mate, right? I think I sort of spooked him off originally because I originally said to him, everything that I make is my own until I, hand it off to you, right? So like before you pay me, I still own the rights to everything that I draw, even if it, has your characters in it or whatever. And he sort of was like, I get it. And then I think that's sort of the straw that before the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like I put him off so much by saying that, everything that I own is my own. Yeah. Everything that I draw is my own. And then I asked him if he's going to pay me. And then he was just like, it's too much effort trying to con this guy. But with the second guy, the one who we just read the conversation out, he's like, I didn't say everything that I own is everything that I draw is my own to him first. I said, how much are you going to pay me? And so he might have thought he could get me to, you know, he could like still con me by saying, oh, you'll get like 200 or whatever at the very end, and like but then like scamper halfway off with it and say that, yeah, it's like I made it or whatever, and then I can't really like come back against that because, you know, I didn't specify that, yeah, it's my own or whatever, or random. It's sensitive like legal stuff that I don't know about, so I have to like cover my own ass in like the best way that I know how, which is basically just saying, you know what, it's mine until you pay me for it. Until you buy this artwork off me, it's mine, and I will not hear anything else. Because, you know, it's a trade. It's not like I'm not going to give you this on the hopes that, you know, I'll get something out of it. You're just a rando on the internet. I'm going to give it to you once you can, at the very same instant, give me money back in exchange.
But what this leads to, so yeah, that's exactly fair enough. What this leads to is the main root of this, I think, is just how abysmal his manga storyline / concept was. Talk about that.
I mean, yeah, okay, so it's sort of, it's not the main story, because it's like he was just sort of incredibly desperate for me to actually do my work, because he saw my folio and he's like, I think it's either he saw my folio somehow, or his mate who I shared my folio with originally saw it and was like, yeah, no, this dude is definitely high quality. And it's like he was like, he just couldn't sort of mesh with the fact that for that kind of quality you have to pay them. Like, you're not gonna, we're not stupid. Artists aren't stupid. They don't just do things for free. Unless they're worth a lot of money, or they can get someone into a binding contract that you know, legally chains their employer to paying them once they've finished something, right? But it's like, even if he'd said, yeah, I'll give you 50 now and I'll give you the other 150 when it's finished, I would have been satisfied, right? Yeah. Because that sort of falls under the idea of a commission, where it's like you get a deposit and then once you finish the work, you get the rest. So it's like the deposit is like, yeah, here's just to show that I can pay, and if I run off, you still get some money out of it. But it's like, actually I probably wouldn't have been satisfied with 50 and then 150. I would have probably done it for 150. No, I probably would have done it for 100 up front and 100 afterwards, because even then, like, 100 is pretty good. But like, no, he promised me the moon, but he wanted me to build the rocket for free. It's like, nah, mate. It's really off. But then, like, just as Sam was saying, his story, it was honestly, dude, like, I come up with better plot lines in my dreams. What, the devil is amongst the human population, and there's one girl that wants to, you know, see him become good, but then like his best mate, who's also the devil, or like Lucifer or something, wants him to stay evil. It's like, dude, I could name you like 4 animes or mangas that do that. As I said, Mouse Armor, that one, the one where the fucking devil becomes a McDonald's employee or something. It's like, yeah, that's basically the same plot as this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, pay homage to something, but don't rip it off.
Yeah, you gotta have like, it's like this dude saw Transformers and thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna make Transmorphers. It's basically what his story. It was like a Transmorphers, right? It was just such a direct clone of something, but just enough of a different look to where they can't, you know, because you can't lay claim to like story concepts, because that shit would like ruin the industries. You can't really lay claim to the idea that the devil is a person and people want him to become good, but other people don't want him to be good. It's like, yeah, okay, great, but you're still ripping off other things. you're still a shithead. It's like, it's really quite unbelievable that he thought he could get away with it. I just don't get it. Like, it was such a poor attempt. Like, it's not like that was the gist of it, right? And there was a whole load of other stuff going on around it. And I was reading, and it was like I would have to read a paragraph or like a huge wall of text on my phone or like my computer to get what I just explained out of it, right? No, that was literally all that was written. It was like 3 lines. It was, yeah, I can't even remember exactly what it said, but exactly what it meant and exactly what was written were like 2 or 3 words off being the exact same length. And that's really quite shocking, because that's not a story concept. That's a spitball that's been thrown at the wall to see what sticks. That's like a story idea that someone's just had and hasn't refined yet. Where was the refining? There was no refining done, and that's such a poor thing. Because the first thing I do when I get a story or a concept that I like is I refine the fuck out of it. Like, I'm looking at a thing here for a character that I've just written, right? For a character from one of my stories, and it's like, it's 4 pages long. Although, granted, the first page is kind of half empty, and the last page has only got like 6 words on it because they're not quite finished. But then again, it's not finished. Like, it's not finished, and it's still 4 pages. And this is one character in a story that would span. If I wrote the Bible, like a lore Bible for this sort of world that I've come up with, it would be like 50 to 100 pages long. And even then it's still growing, because I'm sort of like, I'm still working on it. It's like, come on, dude, come on. You cannot show me 3 lines and say, yes, this is the story we're going to base our thing off. That is like the backbone, but not the entire backbone, just one vertebrae of the backbone of a story. Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of the backbone? Where's the ribs? Where's the fucking arms? Where's the head? There is no story there. There's just a tiny little fragment of an idea, and it's like, it's not even his own fragment. He nicked it from somewhere. Let's be real. It's like, I don't understand, dude.
Can I just say though, sorry. Yeah, you've basically summarized it perfectly there. That's basically it, you know. I mean, all I can say is pay homage to things, however you say it, but don't completely rip something off. Like, that is something I know a lot of people struggle with, originality, and this is what my next YouTube video is actually based off, you know, rip-offs. Yeah, just shameless rip-offs, and I don't like it. Obviously no one likes it, and if there's anything you can try and be in this world, just try and be you. Like, original. Like, if you're doing something, if you're completely ripping off someone else, or you're doing something of someone else, you're not going to get very far. You know, you got to be you got to be your own person, especially when it comes to something like, you know, drawing mangas and animation and things like that. But I don't know, this was a complete mess, and we had to bring this up on the podcast because this was just like, wow.
This happened at like 10 in the evening, right? And yeah. I'm like, there's no way this is just gonna go and like die quickly.
Yeah.
I was quite like, I was laughing when it first happened, because I'm like, how did these dudes find me? Turns out I was like in a Discord server from like 5 years ago where I haven't been active for like 3 years, and I'm still in it for whatever reason, and they found me there because I've got like a semi-high roll up in the thing, so it's like when everyone's on, I'm actually still visible at the top of the roll board because I'm that high up. And it's like they must have found me there, and they must have thought, oh, this dude's up high, he must have promise. Hell yeah, I've got promise, but I'm not gonna just, you know, waste it on you. Admittedly, the second guy, the guy who like gave up before he embarrassed himself, his story was actually quite a bit more fleshed out. But then again, it was pretty much just X-Men.
Yeah.
Or like, it was just so fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what some people like to do. I mean, they'll figure out eventually that, you know, you got to have your own ideas and you got to make up your own original concepts. But anyway, that's basically it for this segment of the topic. Any more things to add?
No, I think I'm Gucci.
Yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, so check out my video if it's already just shameless plug right there of Unoriginality and rip-offs. One of them's on a TV show that's based off one show and another show on Australian TV, and one of the persons that works on the show is allegedly a complete and utter douche because my mate worked with him. Anyway, well, yeah, he's a reliable source.
Check my channel out because this is the shameless plug portion of the video. Check my channel out.
6_factions, which is a bad name for a channel. I'm just kidding. The way it's formatted is bad because you gotta have spaces. You gotta have spaces or else your channel isn't visible. I'm just screwing around. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So
because all of my videos have over 10 views, and I am proud.
He has a following. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Of me and me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're the living embodiment of that one meme where the guy's like, "Bro, where were you when I uploaded that meme?" And the other guy's like, where were you when my meme only got 4 likes? Making 4 accounts, bro. That we're literally the embodiment of that. With all my subscribers are just sans different alts. Oh well, maybe if I get some more subscribers, I'll start putting up content. But it's all animation stuff, and that's a lot harder to do than just, you know, shitting out other stuff
like this.
This is fun.
This is good. So I'm basically just going to go last couple of topics. I'm just going to brush over this topic really quickly. It's something that frustrated me a lot recently. Been a huge fan of Steve Irwin for a while, but I've never been
Australian, so we kind of have
Oh yeah, we have to be, but I haven't been a huge fan of him until really recently. Actually, I watched a lot more of his stuff recently, and he's got some great documentaries. Steve Irwin, please check him out. They're awesome, especially the snakes one, the 10 Deadly Snakes. But yeah, Steve Irwin's such a legend, and on his birthday, Google for once actually did something great. They made a Google Doodle of Steve, which is really cool. But then comes PETA. And PETA tweets, hashtag Steve Irwin was killed while harassing a ray. He dangled his baby while feeding a croc.
People know, dude.
Okay, look it up, guys. PETA's tweet. But they said some horrible things. Yeah, no, they said some horrible things about Steve. And the internet basically blew up and attacked PETA back. And now it's on Know Your Meme because PETA's retarded. And another...
This is not behind the meme.
One of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm just kidding.
Get off my podcast.
Hello, internet. I won't do the whole thing. Yeah, and one of the funny things as well, we've got some people dug up history of PETA's past and the fact that they themselves have actually, what is it, like 80% of the animals that they bring in monthly die.
They have a euthanization rate in their like animal shelters of above 80%.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's not how you do it.
If PETA knew anything about Steve Irwin, they'd know that he was all about conservation and that he saved so many thousands and hundreds of thousands of animals in his lifetime. So piss off, PETA.
All they knew was that he did stuff with animals, and they were like, yes, this is our time to get some relevance.
Because no one likes PETA.
And they like absolutely ballsed it up.
The funniest thing about PETA is they actually have a bot on their Twitter account. So if you type in hashtag donate, the bot will automatically reply and say, thanks for your support, complete your donation now, as a comment that's just there. So someone just to mess with this system and this bot types in as a tweet, if you love killing animals, reply to this tweet, hashtag donate. PETA's bot just replies, thanks for your support, complete your donation now. So PETA has the dumbest system set up. The people at PETA are idiots. Case closed. Anyway, Steve Irwin's a legend. And Elon Musk.
Buy PETA and delete it, please.
So, yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's
that.
That's that, and that's this, and that's not quite the podcast done yet, because there's one more topic I want to briefly hash over. I thought of something. No. Well, this is just something I want to briefly talk about, and it's like the same thing as. It's pretty much the same thing as, you know, ripping off other people's. It's unoriginality, but it's more in a different form. I mean, unoriginality in my medium, television, and, you know, the media. How many times can I say media in a row? And film is just so prevalent. And all I was going to say was, throughout my entire YouTube career, this is basically how a YouTuber starts. They start by ripping off another YouTuber, and then they slowly, of course, and then I
never ripped off anyone in my life.
Well, good for you.
I've got 10 views on all my videos. Over 10 views. Get on my level. No rip-offs.
Basically, kind of a big deal. No, seriously though.
Kind of a big deal.
Oh my god, this stupid meme. So I basically fell into my own, you know, genre, my own way of producing content.
Media video coming out.
It's not coming out. Shut up! Get the fuck out of here! Stop! Oh, were you about to say, oh, when's Clockwork? Did you see that?
No.
Of course he didn't see that. No, my most commented, I hate everything's most commented thing is, do I hate Mars bars? Yeah. And I have the similar one, which is, please do Pinwheel Clockman short. And I've been commented that about 40 times on the history of my channel. 40 different accounts saying, do Pinwheel Clockman short. And it's like, shut the fuck up. I'm never doing that. It's a shit topic, and it's boring as all hell. Nah. But seriously though.
When is it coming out? It's Pinwheel Clockman, whatever it's called. I can't
soon. I'll probably make a joke video of Pinwheel Clockman short, Lost Media, and then it'll just be a black screen. You know, it'll just be, you know, Amy Schumer funniest moments, and it's a black screen for 5 minutes. Anyway, I just want to say, if anyone you done?
Yeah, a little bit, sorry.
If anyone started yet as a YouTuber, and yeah,
just go into it with a premise. Don't just like say, oh, I'm going to do gaming, and then just like
be like Leafy and make Minecraft videos for 5 years and then do crap.
Amnesia. Look, Screaming at Amnesia was okay. Actually, no, it was never okay. But just like, don't do it.
Yeah.
We've got enough of those people doing it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Yeah. All I was going to say was, find your own voice, find your own style, find your own premise. I mean, you don't have to be really original. You can obviously take genres and ideas and styles of videos. Yeah. So like, you know, commentary, everyone does commentary. I do commentary a lot. I love doing it.
Kind of doing a commentary now.
Yeah. Narration, documentary narration, so like explaining something over like music. That is so, I love that kind of content. Just, you know, you do you, have your own personality. That's all I can say. See ya, goodbye. Oh. Don't do it overseas. That is an old meme. That one's been killed. That has been killed. Leafy killed all commentary, but not documentary commentary. That can never be killed, because that's always gonna survive. You know, explaining something and telling a story will never die. You know, Leafy's kind of commentary though, that's officially dead. Anyway, guys, that's basically all we have in this episode. Unless you have something else you want to talk about.
Huge hiatus, because you know, Sam fucked off back to the middle of nowhere.
I fucked off back to Mount Martha. Look, I did a lot of swimming, and then I did a lot of freaking adventure stuff, and you were just here. So I'm just kidding.
Look, that hurts.
I'm kidding. No, I did do a lot of swimming though on the holidays, so that's why I was doing nothing.
Until they barricaded the what's it called?
Oh no, I was doing swimming after they barricaded. That's when I was doing all my swimming. Are you kidding? No barricading of the pillars is gonna stop me.
Oh my god.
And jumping off 11-meter cliffs.
It's a pretty funny story actually.
It's good.
Like they thought it would work. They honestly thought that if they barricaded all along the pillars.
And there's more people now.
There's more people than ever now going down there.
Because of the legend of the Trump's wall in Mount Martha.
It's so good. You sent me a picture of it, of like someone like driving along the road, and there's nothing but crash barriers along the side. I'm sitting there thinking, wait, where is that? And I literally had to ask, where is that? What is that? And you were like, that's the pillars. And I go, the absolute madmen, they actually did. They actually barricaded it off. I couldn't believe it. I thought they were just like, you know, posturing, just saying it for the sheer like sheer sake of it. But no, they actually went and put crash barriers up and like the temporary fencing, but still people are going and more people than ever, and that is brilliant.
You did it. You done goofed. Anyway,
fantastic.
But yeah, it's been a good summer, and then I had to get my freaking toe operated on, which was fun, but you know, that happens. And
Starting a GoFundMe to get
fucking hell. Starting a freaking e-begging / GoFundMe / freaking Kickstarter. Yeah, no, shit e-beggars. But yeah, guys, check out the unlisted videos playlist on my channel.
We're talking about, you know, like it being original, and then we just go, oh yeah, e-beggars, we're basically just going to be doing Kickstarter crap all over again.
God. If you want some original content from me, though, check out my unlisted videos. But anyway, guys.
It's all trash, but it's like funny trash in that it's trash.
He literally just described it perfectly, actually. That was not even something to get mad about. That was actually perfectly described. Anyway, guys, this has been Sam and
Adam.
Oh, okay.
What did you want from me otherwise?
Jeez, man. So nonchalant and then... yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
I don't expect you to build me a rocket, alright?
Look, if you pay me, I'll build you anything you want.
Wait, that's... Hold on to that claim. Anyway, we need to end this thing. We've been trying to end it for ages. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta.